So yeah, when I started creating my collection, I was mostly thinking about who am I? As a person, as a designer, as a human on Earth.
Who am I? That's like my favorite question because this is the reason I'm in fashion design in the first place.
What part of myself can I dive deeper into?
What am I passionate about? What gray areas can I fill in?
What have I seen lately? What trends do I like going on in the world right now?
How can I express myself while also staying true to my design aesthetic?
How can I be different? How can I stand out?
What can I do besides rainbows?
What customer is currently underserved?
What would I buy? What would my mom buy? How much is this?
What's something I haven't done yet?
What can I learn from this?
What can I do that's new and innovative? What can I do that's
How do we use AI without it disrupting?
How can the fashion industry become more
How
sustainable?
can we help people through fashion?
How can we do that on a bigger scale?
How can we make the world a better place?
Fashion design is allowing you to ask questions. It's allowing you to see what's out there and really tap into places and areas that you've never tapped into before.
The best ideas come from when you're open and feel secure and confident that if you ask a big question, you'll be able to get an answer that you can use.
These designers are unapologetically themselves, and they see a world that's better. It's about finding what they're really passionate about, and then how can I translate that into design?
Fashion is big. Fashion is the world.
I decided to do children's wear,
Plus size fashion.
Menswear.
Transformable streetwear.
Yeah, it's kind of just always been about bridal. My collection's gender neutral, urban,
Powerful, practical, sustainable.
Black, queer, sophisticated.
Playful, eccentric, maximalist,
Elegant, surreal, versatile, elevated casual.
sensual, sexy, confident, and very colorful.
I love color.
Yeah, I like to play with color in theory, but I do not ever wear color or anything like that.
I'm drawing inspiration from the past to create something modern, something practical.
Oh, the history of fashion, it's just so vast and there's so many details. Designers like Schiaparelli and Chanel and Patrick Kelly and Tom Brown. Such beautiful garments that broke down boundaries.
Research is extremely important in my design process. We have to look at color, look at silhouette. You have to understand your concept.
Dali, Magritte, Barbarella, Dita Von Teese,
Dostoevsky, Tolstoy, Nietzsche, Schopenhauer.
Ballroom culture, and the Black Panther Party. It's important to tell these stories to actually connect with our heritage.
Your options are limitless. Don't limit yourself.
When someone sees my garments, I want them to feel amazed. I want them to feel this rush of energy and excitement, something that will be like, wow. I want to do something that has never been seen or done before, something that's beyond myself.
It's important for me to push the boundaries because they haven't been pushed. We can discover new things, we discover new techniques. We can really help people find the beauty in themselves.
Fashion design allows me to speak without words. I wanted to say to people, just stop for a moment and look inside you, look outside you. Just feel yourself, feel the world.
It's about sharing my story of who I am and how I can translate that as a designer.
The world needs to hear my voice because I can give them something that maybe they haven't seen before. I want to give them that confidence, that empowerment. And I don't want people to settle. I want people to enjoy what they're wearing.
My voice matters because I'm here to make an impact on people's lives. If I can open new ideas and have people feel seen in this world, that is what my impact will be. That's what my power might be in this world.
Fashion design is everything from science, technology, engineering, and math to empathy, to social justice, to being culturally diverse. Fashion brings joy, it brings emotion, and it allows us to tell our stories. It allows us to be human. Fashion, through it all, will always matter. It touches everything, and it touches everyone.
Collaboration is so important to me because it can take a good idea and make it even better. The industry is working on teams and working with other people. You can't escape that. Working with others and learning how to get your ideas across is key.
You only know your discipline well when you understand it next to the other disciplines. Learning how to collaborate, learning to work together, but actually doing it over and over again gives you one thing that you may not get at a lot of institutions. It gives you experience. Practical working experience.
Something that I think is great about the Jefferson Fashion Design program is that we get to collaborate with textile designers. For my collection, I'm working with Carrie Pumos.
The designer that I will be collaborating with is Katrina Kajiko. I never realized how fabric can really inspire you. Once I got this jacquard, I completely had a new view on my collection.
I'm collabing with Hannah Schaub. You have to trust that she's got it down. She knows what print, what color, and opacity will look
I'm
best.
collaborating with Lola Bakadrova. Lola and I are creating a custom knit
I
fabric.
collaborated with Hope Porter. We can learn so much from each other. After we graduate within the industry, we're going to be doing that all the
The
time.
textile designer that I am collaborating with for this collection is Isabella Moreno. She designed this original print that sort of combines the curvature of women's
The
bodies
textile artist
with...
that I'm collaborating with is Ashley Clark. She did a lot of research about Puerto Rico itself, so she has
My collaboration is with Candace Betts. Together we came up with this idea of like a jacquard
I'm
fabric.
collaborating with a textile designer named Hannah Schaub. I'm also collaborating with our surface imaging department.
My textile collaboration is with Mia Thorson. I'm also working with an engineering graduate student. His name is Anthony Bamosi. I just wanted to do something different that no one else here has really done.
Innovation comes when we're bringing in multiple perspectives, multiple disciplines. It's a smart way to work because it's the way that the real world works.
Collaboration is key because it allows students to challenge each other, challenging themselves to be the best designer that they can be.
Fashion as a force for good is all about respect. This is a really exciting time to be part of the fashion industry. There's this collective heightened awareness around our impact as individuals and as an industry. I really see fashion as a force to impact climate change in a positive way and to also raise awareness around social justice issues. It's a really powerful tool.
Fashion design is one of the largest businesses in the world. It has economic roots all over the globe, and everything you do in fashion design has some effect on our environment in some way.
We need to take care of the place we live in. I want the industry to ask, is this sustainable? Is this working for our environment?
Sustainability is very important and it should be taken more seriously within the industry. We know how impactful and how polluting the fashion industry is. It's the second most polluting industry in the world.
We should care because it's already affecting us and it has been affecting us. Fashion is politics. We have to look beyond the t-shirt only costing $2. We have to look at what's the real cost of it.
I, as a designer, need to take responsibility, making sure everybody who I come in contact with when making and designing things is being treated well, paid well, and not put in dangerous conditions.
Fashion is a big industry, and there needs to be room for everyone to express themselves.
As a Black woman, I feel the most heard when I'm designing. Through my designs, I can show that the Black community needs justice.
One of the issues I'm confronting in my collection is size inclusivity.
I want my work to open up the conversation of gender expression. There's a need there, and I want to be able to address that.
Talking about mental health needs to be normalized, and fashion design is giving me the tools to do that. Everyone deserves to be seen and heard. I feel it's important because I'm not only a designer, but I'm human.
fashion can be a force for powerful change because it has changed so many people's lives. It has changed how they view the world. It has changed how they view themselves.
Fashion design has so much history in changing our ideologies and really making us think. These students are ready to change the narrative on fashion design's contributions to society. They want to be inclusive and think about all body types. They want to be sustainable and think about how can we use what fabrics are already on the earth today. They are here to create a new industry and a new way forward. There are so many levels and so many layers to fashion. On the outer layers, you're seeing just a designer, but when you start to peel back the layers, you are seeing garment technologists, garment fit specialists, creative directors, artists. Our students graduate here with the skill to do it all.
The Jefferson Fashion Design program is special because I don't know where to start with. It's a lot of things.
I feel like I was supposed to be here. This is exactly where I was supposed to be. I got to do a lot of cool things like intern in the Empire State Building.
Last year I was able to go to Paris, and this year I'm taking a New York immersion class where we're traveling to New York every Friday. We get to see how different parts of the industry work. It puts us...
So through Jefferson, I was able to work at Champion over the summer as a design intern. I was able to win the Fashion Scholarship Fund twice. I was able to showcase my upcycling design at Philly Fashion.
I was able to get an internship at Spirit/Spencer Halloween, and it was the most fun internship I had in my life.
I've gotten to intern at Victoria's Secret, and I got to present my red dress at the American Heart Association.
I really want to get into costume design, either for theater or like movies.
I want to do personal styling. I just like the idea of helping people find their personal aesthetic.
I will be going to New York City to work at American Eagle.
I was able to take a tech design class. I've taken draping classes. I'm currently in a building brand identity class, which I'm loving. What's next? I'm going to pursue an MBA. I also currently have a job at a company called Buckle.
We've had students working as 3D virtual fashion designers. We have students who are working in the adaptive wear markets. We have students who are working in sustainability, in costume design, in sourcing, in textile design. There's so much opportunity out there.
100% of our graduates got a job last year and the year before that and the year before that because they show their work. They work very hard. They're very smart. They're really creative, and they reach.
I think what makes the Jefferson Fashion Design program so special to me is that everyone that you meet really tries to set you up for success.
I've become really close friends with my peers. They've helped a lot along the way, and I'm a transfer student, so I didn't really know anybody when I got here, but they were just so warm and welcoming.
I want to thank my professors for always pushing me and always having my back.
Thank you, Carly and Kim, for helping me throughout my Jefferson experience.
I want to say thank you to my family, my mom most of all, because she has supported me ever since I started taking apart those Barbie dolls.
Thank you, Mom, for always believing in me and turning my I can'ts into you can. I love you, Mom.
I want to thank my parents and my whole extended family.
Thank you to my mom and my grandparents for having the best style and kind of pushing me into fashion.
I want to say thank you to my parents, to the Marine Corps. Muchas gracias a toda mi gente, los amo.
Хотелось бы передать отдельное спасибо моей семье и моим родителям.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for all the support that you have given me the past 4 years. Thank you, shukran.
I would also like to thank my grandma. She's not here with us anymore, but she was a really good inspiration for me, and it was just amazing to see like such a strong woman kind of push through her life the way that she did, and it's really inspiring to see that. So I love you, Grandma.
Thank you to all the people in my life who have brought me to this point. And gracias pa todo. And gracias con mi papá. Gracias.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. And sorry. Should I start over? I'm gonna miss just being in college. I'm gonna miss the people.
Understand that the journey is not linear, but if you always trust your intuition, it will always be your guiding light.
I want you to feel empowered to make the changes that you know you want to see in the world and not back down from that.
Be brave. Use the confidence that you've gathered by doing all of your work with us so far. I'll also give you a piece of advice from my wife. When I leave the house, she often says to me, "Be brilliant."
Jefferson really meets you where you're at and helps you become the designer you're meant to be.
I will never forget who I am. I will never forget where I came from. I will never stop pushing myself out of my comfort zone.
I'm redefining possible by not being afraid. I'm just going straight into it. I'm letting my dreams lead me.
We need fresh faces. We need to really push the industry, to push the boundaries. We need something colorful, we need something playful, something bright in this very dark world.
There's hope in every generation of students. The more we learn and the more we realize and the new technology that comes out, the more we can create and innovate.
I need to do this because I'm so passionate about it. I mean, I've worked so hard for a very long time to get to this point.
As designers, we will continue to tell our stories. We will continue to embrace diversity and inclusivity. We will continue to show up and be authentically us. When the students get to their senior year and they come running down the hallway and they show you what they've created, it's so emotional and deeply impactful because you remind them that when they came in here, they didn't know how to do any of that. And the fact that they're seniors and they're now teaching me how to do things, that is my moment of yes. And that is why I show up here every single day with joy. Those will always be my moments of yes.